guys, it's Kyra. Welcome back to my channel if you've seen my previous videos, and if you haven't, then I'm Kyra. Welcome to my channel. So I wanted to talk today about how my week's been and how I've sort of coped with things that have upset me. My week started off really well. It's been a good week. There's just been a few bumps, and as I'm sure many of you know, or those that have some sort of mental illness, sometimes it's hard to bounce back after having something happen that upsets you and stuff like that. And I just wanted to talk about that and talk on some of my ways of coping and how I handle situations and stuff like that. And yeah, just wanted to have a chat. So on Monday I had work, which was good because I got to see my niece and nephew, one of my nephews, because I work with my mum. She's an occupational therapist, and we get to go around to schools, see kids and help them and stuff. And the school that we go to on Monday, well, one of the schools that we go to on Monday, I get to see my niece and nephew, which is awesome. So that was Monday basically. I didn't really do anything besides that, but it was still a good day. Like, that was a good day for me. On Tuesday I woke up relatively early for me, and I went to the gym, which was really good. And it was the first time I'd been in, I think, like over a month, because I'd been in hospital and stuff like that. So I went to the gym with my sister, then I had work, which was good. I felt really good actually. And then I went to a family friend's house for dinner with my mum, which was really nice. I think that's about it. That's all that happened really. Then on Wednesday I went out for dinner with my best friend Emily and her family and my mum, which was really nice, except I went on the pokies and lost $60, which wasn't good. But it was bound to happen because I've been winning a lot lately. Like, not heaps, just like a bit. Yeah, so it was bound to happen that I would lose soon, unfortunately. That's one of the things that we learned in hospital for one of the hot seats, was like an awareness thing for gambling and stuff, and it basically just spoke a lot about the pokies. There was a statistic, and it was like there's 22 million different combinations of things that can happen on each pokey machine. So you're like 1 in 22 million chances of winning the jackpot. Like, it's crazy how slim your chances are. So that's just a useless fact. What else did I do? I think that was about it for Wednesday. Then on Thursday I got to babysit my niece and nephew, my younger nephew. He's really beautiful, he's so cute, he's got red hair. I think I took some videos or photos. I might put them in just to give you guys a look. He's beautiful. I've got permission off his mum as well, by the way.
What's that?
And then I went to this is Thursday, by the way. Did I say that? Did I say this was Thursday? I can't remember. Then I went to my friend's house for her birthday, and we had some drinks and dinner and stuff like that, which was really nice. Then today was a bit rough. Today's Friday. I don't know when. I might post this video tonight if I edit it in time, or I'll post it tomorrow or something. But yeah, so today was a bit of a rough day. I woke up a bit late. I mean, it's probably really late for normal people, but for me it's not too late. I woke up at like 11:30, and I messaged my sister and we were going to go to the gym. And then I was speaking to a family friend. We had this conversation about like religion and stuff, and he was just saying he hasn't like always been religious, so he's sort of like, I don't want to speak for him, but I think he's sort of like found God and that sort of stuff. Yeah, so we were having a conversation. We sort of brought up homosexuality and stuff like that, and because I'm bisexual and my mum's gay, so obviously that's something I feel very passionate for. And I get quite upset when people in general and like religious groups or churches say negative things about being gay and stuff like that. Like, it's upsetting. And so we were talking about that, and he was saying that he thinks that homosexuality is a sin, which really upset me because he's like a family friend. So I was like, what the hell? But we sort of didn't talk about it much on that day. And then today we did. I sort of brought it up, but I was saying that I didn't want to talk about it, but then we ended up talking about it. He basically said again that he still thinks that homosexuality is a sin, which, like I said, is really upsetting. We were just sort of arguing. Well, at first we weren't arguing, but I was like, how can you say it's a sin, sort of thing? And then he was saying like, you don't understand what a sin means. It's not what you think. But then wasn't explaining what his version of what he thinks a sin is. But I was like, either way, you're saying that it's something bad or like shouldn't be done, because that's what a sin is that it's something bad and that it can stop you from going to heaven if you believe in that. I don't particularly, but anyway, doesn't matter. yeah, and so I was just getting really upset, and I was like, well, how can you say that my love for a woman is any different to your love with a woman and stuff? And he was saying that he doesn't think there's anything wrong with it, but that he still thinks it's a sin, which is contradicting in itself. And he was like sort of trying to compare it, that he thinks like drinking is a sin and swearing and stuff, and he was saying that like he does those things, so like everyone's a sinner basically. And I was like, yeah, but it's someone's choice to drink, it's someone's choice to swear. I think literally like every sin is a choice. That's why they're there, is that you choose to do the right thing basically. But homosexuality is not a choice. I think a lot of people still don't get that. Like obviously they don't get that, which is upsetting and frustrating, because we still get so much shit for being gay or for being bi or lesbian or transgender, non-binary, like anything is still, I don't know how to word it. People are still horrible about it, and like gay people still get bashed on the street for holding hands and stuff. Like there's so many stories about it, and it's so upsetting to think, to know that people still think like that. If homosexuality was a choice, why would you choose it? Because it's a harder life, you know? Oh, it's dumb. And it's so ridiculous. And I'm like, so do you think someone, if they were black or if they were Mexican, is that a sin? Because that's not something that they can help, that's just their skin color. It's the same as being gay. You don't choose to be gay. It's not like you wake up one day and you're like, decide to just like girls or like boys or whatever. So it's really frustrating, and I was getting really upset and angry, and we were just sort of back and forth, both not listening to each other. I was just getting really frustrated. And then my sister turned up because we were meant to go to the gym. She heard the end of the argument sort of thing, so she just like jumped in, because she has to do that, has to jump in and have an opinion. And she was saying that I needed to listen to him, and that I was being closed-minded and ignorant, and that I'm not going to learn things if I shut people down every time I get upset or every time someone has a different opinion to me. And so I was getting really annoyed, because I felt like I was being ganged up on. They were both sort of having a go at me, and I was trying to defend myself, but it wasn't working. 2 against 1, it's not really gonna work. And I was just basically repeating myself to her. My sister, I don't even know why she was getting involved. Like, she loves gay people, she loves me and mum. She's gone to Mardi Gras with us, and she's really supportive and bashes on people that are homophobic and stuff. I don't know, I think sometimes she just gets into arguments just for the sake of it. I think you're probably watching this right now, and I love you, but I want to kill you sometimes. I don't know how much of that I put in, because she might hate me for that. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I felt like I was getting attacked, and I was getting annoyed, because I was like, are you seriously calling me closed-minded and ignorant when he's saying that homosexuality is a sin? I was just getting so angry and upset. I was so, you know when you get so angry that you burst into tears? It was like that. I burst into tears, and I was like, can we just fucking go already? I want to go to the gym. I wanted to get the anger out, and then we were sitting in the car and driving, and I was just so angry. Like, I was fuming, and I was so upset. I think I'd stopped crying then, but I was so upset. Ow. Cracked my back. Ugh. That feels better. Yeah, sorry. So I was so angry and upset, and I was just like, oh, just fucking pull over. I'm gonna get out of the car. And then she was like, what? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just gonna fucking walk home and blah, blah, blah. And then I was just swearing at her, and she was like, just get in the car, because she like didn't want me walking alone. So we were arguing, and I was walking away, and then she kept like driving up after me and was like, get in the car. It was like a movie moment, like, get in the car. And I was like, go fuck yourself. But they don't say that in movies, but you do in real life. So I was just really annoyed and upset, and I thought it would be important to say, one, because the topic that we were arguing about is an important topic, because it needs to be spoken about, because there is nothing wrong with being gay, and no one's love is any less than others. It doesn't matter, you know, like mixed races or mixed genders or fucking the same gender, it should not matter. Oh, like, it just really should not matter. And in my eyes, it doesn't matter if you like girls, if you like boys, if you like both, if you like no one. It doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter. And I think if God was real, then he would love anyone, no matter what, and he would not want people to be arguing about who sleeps with who and who likes who and who loves who, because that's just ridiculous. And doesn't he say love thy neighbor, not argue with thy neighbor? So that's why I wanted to talk about it, as well as when I thought it was really interesting. Not at the time, it was upsetting and annoying, but as soon as I was walking and was so angry and upset, my mind straight away went to just fucking jump in front of a car. Like, I was so angry and upset and in my own head, and I just couldn't. I was listening to music. I was trying to sort of calm myself down, but I was just kept thinking about it and kept getting so fucking aggravated and upset. And then I was getting upset and aggravated at myself for getting upset and aggravated. And the first thing my mind went to, I just spat everywhere. The first thing my mind went to was just literally just jump in front of one of these cars that's driving past. I didn't, obviously, but I thought that was really interesting that that's the first thing that my mind goes to. I feel so much better than I have been in the past months/years, but that's still the first thing my mind goes to. I was talking to my mum about it, and she was saying that's why it's so dangerous for you to drink sometimes when you're like that, because that's when all the bad stuff happens, you know. I spoke a bit about it on the last video. I think I'll make a proper video on that soon, I think. But yeah, so it was just sort of, interesting is the wrong word to use, but it was good for me to be aware that that is the first thing that comes to my mind, the first thing that my body wants to do when I'm angry and upset. And I wasn't just like a little bit angry and upset, like it's not like every time I get angry and upset my mind goes straight to that all the time. It's just when I'm really like distraught. I was hysterically crying to mum on the phone. It really upset me. I didn't expect it to upset me that much, otherwise I wouldn't have brought it up, but during that time the emotions felt very real. Whether or not they were reasonable doesn't matter, but that's how I felt. I just wanted to talk about that. And after all that happened, I ended up walking to my grandparents' house. Well, halfway my mum picked me up because she was going there for work. Yeah, then went home, chilled for a bit, calmed down. And then I had my niece's 7th birthday today. Happy birthday, Lucy. Yeah, and we went bowling, which was awesome. It was really fun. It was really nice. Really nice atmosphere. And I got lots of photos with the kids and videos and stuff I'll put on. I'm not really good at bowling. I think I tried to get a video of me bowling and I think I got like 3 pins down or something. It didn't work well. Yeah, and my sister went to that as well, and we were fine. Like, we're fine now. She apologized, and my mum sort of said to her, you don't get what it's like for someone to tell you that your love is wrong. Straight people just don't understand it. Like, as supportive as they can be of the gay community, they still don't understand. It's the same as white people don't understand racism, and men don't understand women's problems. Like, you might have someone in your life that you care deeply about that struggles with those problems, but unless you have experienced it, you don't know what it's like. My mum would have just said that to her. I think she sort of got it, but bowling was good. And it was nice seeing all the babies. I love babies, I love kids. That's why I work with them. Get paid to do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I don't think that's the quote. Yeah, so I think that's about what I wanted to talk about. So I overall had a good week. It was just today basically that brought me down, and I feel fine now, but I know that I'll still stew on it and my anxiety will just go. And yeah, so I have to be careful within the next few days to make sure my mood doesn't drop and what to do if it does. Maybe I'll do like a little video if I'm feeling shitty and sort of talk about how I'm feeling and how I'm dealing with it and stuff. But yeah, so if you're new here, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like if you can. It would really mean a lot. Share the video around if you want, get more people looking at my stuff. I need more views. Yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.